So I have taken two topics. I have divided my session into two. That is, the first one is psychology in everyday life. The next one is UG and PG psychology courses in Chennai. Why I have taken this UG and PG psychology courses is because there's a high time where everybody is looking for PG colleges, and all the school going students, all the school students who have completed that well, they are looking for psychology courses, and they want to know which are the colleges that has UG and PG. And I will be highlighting all the UG and PG colleges, all the diploma courses, places where you can do your internship. So please, I want you all, it's my request that I want you all to listen to my session till the end, I complete. I'm gonna take the session for 40 minutes, so I'll make it very short and crisp. Then, yeah. First, I want to start with a small story. The story is with the university. You all know Harvard University. It is one of the leading, the topmost university in the whole world. So in Harvard University, they did a longitudinal study. They wanted to find out what is that one aspect, what is that one focus, what is that one thing for a person that gives really, what is that one thing which gives a sense of well-being in a person, that happiness in a person, what is that one thing which gives a satisfaction in a person. So they did a longitudinal study. They did not stop the study. They did not do the study for like 10 years, 5 years, no, not for 20 years. So this, it's still going on. This is a longitudinal study, which is, it's a 70 year study. They wanted to know this concept, and from University of Harvard, person became the president of America. Some became astronauts, some became scientists, some became lawyers, some became artists. Few are behind the bars, and few committed suicide. And they wanted to find out who are happy people, who are the most satisfied people. Even we want to know. Everybody is running in this world, everybody is sailing the same boat, but still in the lockdown. We work for that satisfy, work for that meaningful in life. They also found out that it's not about the money. They did a lot of study. Study in Harvard, it's not a simple thing. They found out that it's not about money, it's not about people from high socioeconomic status, it's not about standard, and it's not about the degree that is giving happiness to a person. They found out that the way you maintain relationship, this is the conclusion of the study. How you maintain relationship with other people, that is willingness to develop relationship with others, is the one thing. It is the one aspect that really gives you an happiness in any individual's life. Okay, this is the story which I wanted to tell you all. So how you maintain relationship with others, how you spend time to yourself, how to spend time with others, how you spend, maintain relationship with your friends. It is not only your friend, it can be your family members, it can be your neighbors, they may be your your teachers, or anybody, even your strangers. How you talk to them, how you develop contacts with them, that is the willingness, the ability to maintain relationship, is that one aspect that that gives a sense of well-being in an individual. Okay, this is the story. And here I have yes, there is an activity which I want to post it to you all. I'll give you 2 minutes time. Can you name 5 people who really makes you feel very happy without being judgmental? Now the time is 5:40. Now the time is, yes, 4:40. I'll give you 2 minutes time. By 4:42, you have to stop this. Just name 5 people in your life who really makes you feel very satisfied, who really makes you feel happy. A meaningful person. And the person நினைச்சாலே ரொம்ப நீங்க ஹாப்பியா ஃபீல் பண்றீங்க, without being biased, without being judgmental. Yes, 2 minutes over. So here in this activity, if you're able to name at least minimum 3 people, which means that feel very blessed. Okay, you are on the path. Okay, or positivity irukku unga life lo, or a kind of satisfaction is there. If you're able to name, all 5 people, if you have more than 5 also, that's great. It's a very good positive sign. If you're not able to say at least 1 or 2 people, which means you really have to work on, you really have to ask a question to yourself. Am I really happy? Is there any mistake in my part? எப்பவுமே வந்து we should not blame others. ஏதாவது உங்ககிட்ட ஏதாவது அந்த மிஸ்ஸிங் இருக்கும், and you need to work on that. Okay, so my session is exclusively for teenagers. Okay, நிறைய problems, நிறைய issues பாத்தீங்கன்னா இந்த ஸ்டேஜ்ல தான் உங்களுக்கு நிறைய ஸ்டார்ட் ஆகும். A lot of hormonal changes, right from 16 years till your 24 years, நிறைய changes இருக்கும். இந்த டைம்ல தான், if you're able to maintain good relationship till 25, which means உங்களோட next stageல வந்து நல்ல blessed உங்களுக்கு போகும் உங்க life. And the next slide is on the dimensions of life. Okay, this is very important. In the 4 dimensions, these 4 dimensions, the first one is the physical quotient. The second dimension is the intellectual quotient. The third one is the emotional quotient. And the fourth one is the spiritual quotient. And this dimension was also given by the by Harvard University. Which means that if you're able to maintain, if you're able to pass in the physical quotient, which means that you are 25% successful. If you're able to pass in the intellectual quotient, which means that you are 50% physical as well as intellectual, which means that you are 50% successful. If you're able to pass in the first 3, which means you're 75% successful. If you have all the 4 quotient going hand in hand, which means you're 100% successful in your life. Again, this physical quotient, if you see, it is divided into 4 parameters. Okay, these are the very basic. You all know what is the how we have to give importance to our physical health. They say that there are 4 parameters. The first parameter is eating on time. In this lockdown period, it's been 2.5 months. Our entire schedule is disturbed. Our biological clock is disturbed. Our circadian rhythm complete. There is a lot of changes in our circadian rhythm. So ungaloda after time morning, there are a lot of complaints from young teenagers. They tell me that they're eating their breakfast at 11 o'clock or 11:30, or sometimes they skip their breakfast. They used to have their brunch around 12:30. They are having the lunch around 4 o'clock or 5. Sometimes they miss 1 meal a day. So eating on time is very important under physical quotient. Second one is exercise. Always, every time, what happens is, in my phone, almost in all the smartphones, it shows that every day you have walked 164 steps. Today you have walked 500 steps today. Before the lockdown, it showed in my phone, we have walked 1,000 steps today. You have walked more than 800 steps today. But now, if you see, during this lockdown, it not even shows more than 80. It not even shows more than 100. So inge nama pananum. Lockdown la irundha kuda workout nariya per pathina ipo gym yarume pogadilla. All the gyms are closed, but still you can go out. Not ரொம்ப தூரமா கூட இல்ல, வீட்லயே நீங்க கொஞ்சம் வாக் பண்ணலாம். There are a lot of people who are sitting in one place right from morning till evening. Everybody are addicted to smartphone. நிறைய பேர் வந்து Netflix videos பாக்குறாங்க, like Prime, Amazon Prime videos, PUBG, everything. Gamers இருக்காங்க எல்லாரும். They are sitting in the one place. Even they are having their lunch as well as their dinner in the same place. Okay, what I want you to do is at least ஒரு 100 steps ஆவது நீங்க walk பண்ணலாம், or at least 2 or 1 hour of walking, or at least inside your house. If you feel that your house is very small, at least in your street, covering your face and ella and the precautions ella edutittu sanitizer use pannittu at least konjamavathu walk pannalam. Neenga saapradhu digest agave agadu. So nariya per vandu saapradhile problems irukku solvaanga. So we need to also work on exercise. You can work out, you can do meditation, you can do yoga. If you're able to watch like 2 to 3 movies on Netflix, then you can also watch, you can also download some yoga techniques, stretches, or any other exercise. At least or 30 minutes ninga the stretches path ninga daily you can do it. You can work out at home. The third one is a sound sleep. A lot, like melatonin. There is a hormone called melatonin. If you're very fresh in the morning, which means that you have nalla secrete melatonin in your brain. If you're not fresh in the morning, if you have nariya difficulty in the china, which means that ungaloda melatonin secrete agala. A lot of people I do online counseling. In fact, the entire department in my college, we do online counseling. We have a panel of psychologists as well as other health professionals. There are many NGOs who are also doing online counseling. First primary complaint is they are not able to sleep on time. So what you can do is you can drink a cup of milk. You can add turmeric into that. You can eat banana, because why I'm telling you to drink milk or eat banana or eat cashew nuts, because it has a chemical called tryptophan. So this will secrete melatonin in your brain. And the tryptophan chemical one, it is not available. It is only available. It's a chemical in the. It is available in the milk. So எடுத்தாலே automatically கொஞ்சமாவது உங்க improve பண்ணும் உங்களோட sleep. So eating on time, exercise, sleeping, and leisure time. Leisure time, even after your lockdown period, after the lockdown period, see to it that evening at least for 10 minutes or 15 minutes you're spending time for yourself. What is your hobby? Now if I ask you what is your hobby, nothing, just watching TV, I just sleep. அட்லீஸ்ட் கொஞ்சம் பேருக்கு டிராயிங் இருக்கும், அவங்களோட ஹாபி. கொஞ்சம் பேருக்கு பெயிண்டிங் இருக்கும், கொஞ்சம் பேருக்கு லைக் பிளேயிங் லைக் கேம்ஸ் விளையாடுவாங்க, இன்டோர் கேம். அட்லீஸ்ட் சம்திங் யூ டூ இட் டியூரிங் திஸ் லாக்டவுன், ஈவன் ஆஃப்டர் தி லாக்டவுன் பீரியட். So these are the 4 parameters that comes under physical quotient. The second one is the intellectual quotient. Intellectual quotient is every day see to it that every day should be better than yesterday. What did I do yesterday and what I'm doing today? Today, am I improving myself today? Did I learn something new today? Even making ஒரு பர்சனோட ஃபேஸ்ல ஸ்மைல் எடுத்துட்டு வரது கூட பெரிய விஷயம் தான். இட்ஸ் அ பிளெஸிங். ஸோ எவ்ரிடே ஏதாவது நான் அப்டேட் பண்ணிருக்கேனா? எவ்ரிடே நீங்க அப்டேட் பண்ணாதான் விச் மீன்ஸ் தட் யூ ஆர் க்ரோயிங். உங்களுக்கு எதுவுமே இல்ல. ஸோ டோன்ட் ஃபீல் தட் நான் இந்த இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் எனக்கு தேவையில்லாதது. நிறைய நான் சைக்காலஜியில படிக்கிறேன்னா நாட் நெசசரி நீங்க எல்லாமே சைக்காலஜி ரிலேட்டட் தான் படிக்கணும்னு அவசியம் இல்லை. ஆர் நான் காமர்ஸ் டிபார்ட்மெண்ட், நீங்க வேற எல்லாமே காமர்ஸ் பத்தி தான் தெரியணும்னு அவசியம் இல்லை. யூ ஷுட் பி அவேர் ஆஃப் ஆல் த டாபிக். யூ ஷுட் பி அவேர் ஆஃப் ஆல் த கரண்ட் அஃபேர்ஸ் ஹேப்பனிங் டுடே. திஸ் வில் இம்ப்ரூவ் யோர் இன்டெலெக்சுவல் லெவல். ஸோ நாட் only knowledge wise, even skill wise you need to develop yourself. Skill wise, for example, a lot of courses available, free courses available on YouTube. Also a lot nariya universities vanda courses on personality development, courses on communication skills, like courses on leadership, called how to improve your leadership styles. A lot of courses are there. Courses on photography, painting, nariya webinars free ah solli kudukranga. So you need to develop your skill also. So skill development is also important. The third parameter is emotional quotient. Emotional quotient is something which I always tell my students, to work more on. So there is a person by name Daniel Goleman. Okay, he's the one who gave the name emotional intelligence. He says that your normal IQ level, if you see, it is between 90 to 110. You should always improve your emotions. You should always understand your own emotion as well as others' emotion. If you're able to connect your feelings, if you're able to connect your feelings with others, which means that there is a connection and there will be a win-win situation. Okay, and there is a very famous Chinese proverb which says that if you're patient in one moment of anger, you can escape from 100 days of sorrow. There are some people who get angry very easily. இப்போ வீட்ல கூட sometimes பார்த்திருக்கோம், parents ரொம்ப சீக்கிரமா கோபம் படுவாங்க. Sometimes we see our neighbors getting angry for no reason, சீக்கிரமா கோபம் படுவாங்க. இல்ல நம்மளே sometimes we get angry for no reason. What we do is, we just sometimes door தப்பா நம்ம சாத்துவோம், நம்ம தேவையில்லாம யாரையும் டிஸ்டர்ப் பண்ணுவோம். கோபத்தை வந்து நம்ம we ventilate our emotions, we ventilate our anger towards other person. Always remember, if you're not able to control your anger, which means that you're emotionally weak. Okay, your emotional intelligence is very, very low. If you want to improve your emotional intelligence, there are different ways to improve emotional intelligence. That is not my, you can use humor, you can use catharsis method, through ventilating. You can ventilate your feelings through catharsis. Just take a pillow and start punching the pillow. This is one way to ventilate your anger. You can write, you can keep writing, you can write and put it in the worry box. And after 3-4 months, you can just open the box and see, and you will feel how silly your problems were. You will start laughing at your problems. Or you can do a lot of meditation. You can work on a few relaxation techniques. You can do visual imagery. There are different ways to manage your emotion. And you can keep rotating your arms, because there is one something called happy hormone which is under your armpit. You have to keep rotating your arms. When you feel angry, just move out. just get a fresh air. இதெல்லாமே நிறைய மெத்தட்ஸ் இருக்கு. the only thing is we need to know. இது வந்து நம்ம எப்போ நம்ம இந்த இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் எல்லாம் வாங்காம இருப்போமோ, எப்போ இந்த அவேர்னஸ் வரலையோ, அப்போ வரைக்கும் உங்க லைஃப்ல வந்து எந்த ஒரு சேஞ்சஸும் இருக்காது உங்களுக்கு. So this Daniel Goleman, he says that your IQ, your EQ, that is emotional quotient, should be relatively greater than your IQ. உங்க IQ வந்து நார்மலா கூட இருக்கலாம். நார்மல் IQ is between 90 to 110. உங்களுக்கு வந்து ஒரு 100 கூட இருக்கலாம் உங்களோட நார்மல் ஆவரேஜ் ஐக்யூ. பட் உங்களோட இக்யூ வந்து ஐக்யூட கம்மியா போகக்கூடாது. இட் ஷுட் ஆல்வேஸ் பி கிரேட்டர் தென் யுவர் ஐக்யூ லெவல். ஸோ மேக் யுவர் செல்ஃப் வெரி கிளியர் திஸ் பாயிண்ட். யுவர் ஐக்யூ, நார்மல் ஐக்யூ லெவல் இஸ் 90 to 110. இக்யூ வந்து அந்த 110க்கு மேலேயே நல்லா இருக்கணும்னு சொல்றாங்க. யாரு? இந்த டேனியல் கோல்மேன். He gave 5 components. The first component is your try to know your own emotion. Number second is try to understand your own emotion. நம்ம எப்போ அழுறோம், நம்ம எப்போ சிரிக்கிறோம். If you really, there is something called talking in the mirror. Sometimes உங்களோட செல்ஃப் கான்ஃபிடன்ஸ் பூஸ்ட் பண்ணணும்னா what you have to do is just go stand in front of the mirror and repeat few sentences. I love myself, I respect myself. உங்களோட இமோஷன்ஸ் பாருங்க. நான் எப்படி நான் ப்ராப்பரா நான் பேசுறேன்னா, என்னோட வாய்ஸ் ரொம்ப அளவுக்கு மேல போகுதா, இல்ல நான் நார்மல் பேஸ்ல நான் பேசுறேன்னா, எவ்ரிதிங் ஷுட் பி நோட்டட். ஓகே, எப்போ இதெல்லாம் நீங்க நோட் பண்றீங்களோ ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கலி there will be a lot of changes in you. So the third component is keep motivating yourself. The fourth one is try to understand others emotion. உங்க ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் ஹெல்ப் பண்ணுங்க. அவங்க ரொம்ப கஷ்டத்துல இருந்தா போய் அவங்களுக்கு ஹெல்ப் பண்ணுங்க. ஜட்ஜ்மெண்டலா இருக்காதீங்க. அன்னைக்கு நீ பண்ணையிலே அதனாலதான் இந்த ப்ராப்ளம் எனக்கு வந்திருக்கு, இந்த மாதிரி திங்ஸ் வந்து டக்குன்னு சொல்லாதீங்க. மேபி யூ கேன் மேக் ஹர் அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் ஆஃப்டர் அ டே டைம். பட் ஆன் த ஸ்பாட் அங்க வந்து உங்களோட வேர்ட்ஸால உங்களை ஹார்ம் பண்ணாதீங்க. So try to understand others emotions is the fourth component. Then the fifth component is handling relationship. That is the interpersonal intelligence. He focused more on interpersonal intelligence. இந்த எல்லாமே 5 component இருந்துச்சுன்னா, which means that your emotional intelligence is really good. So this is the third dimension of life. If you are able to pass in first, second and third, which means you're 75% successful and meaningful in life. The fourth one is a spiritual quotient. Spiritual quotient is for what purpose you're working. I'll give an example. There are 2 different group of people. One group of person, one group, okay, you take 2 people, both are doctors or both are engineers. One person, he's an engineer, he's working in both the person, they are working in a good company, they both are managers, they both wants to get settled in their life, they both wants to earn money, they both wants to spend time with their family. ரெண்டு பேருமே வந்து நல்ல ஒரு கார் வாங்கணும், நல்ல ஃபேமிலிக்கு வந்து ஃபியூச்சர்ல செட்டில் ஆகணும். Here one person is more focusing on the family and on himself, and the other person, if you see, Y person, he is focusing on himself as well as in the betterment of the community, betterment of the society. மத்தவங்களுக்கும் ஹெல்ப் பண்ணணும், நெய்பர்ஹுட்க்கும் ஹெல்ப் பண்ணணும். Here if you see, எப்பவுமே வந்து whatever profession, wherever you work, உங்களோட பேஷனேட்டா இருக்கணும். நீங்க எங்க ஒர்க் பண்ணாலும் சரி, ஆல்வேஸ் get involved in social activities. A lot of people, I feel so happy that in Chennai especially, we have so many NGOs, a lot of group of people from different colleges have come forward. They are a part of NGOs. Not necessarily நீங்க அங்க வெளியே போயிட்டு தான் லாக்டவுன் பீரியட்ல வந்து அந்த மைக்ரண்ட் ஒர்க்கர்ஸ்க்கோ இல்ல மெடிக்கல்ல போய் ஹெல்ப் பண்றதோ, இல்ல மத்தவங்களுக்கு வந்து போய் ரேஷன் டிஸ்ட்ரிபியூட் பண்றது நிறைய பேர் பண்ணிட்டே இருக்காங்க. பார்த்தோம்னா get involved in some social activities. Do something for orphanage, do something for old age home. இங்க வீட்லயே உட்கார்ந்துட்டு just for example, if you stay in Perambur area, just Google search it. Perambur area la வந்து எங்கெல்லாம் ஆர்ஃபனேஜஸ், எங்கெல்லாம் ஓல்ட் ஏஜ் ஹோம்ஸ் இருக்கு. நிறைய பேருக்கு வந்து இப்போ ஹெல்ப் தேவைப்படுது. ஸோ வீட்லயே உட்கார்ந்து கூட நீங்க நிறைய பேருக்கு ஹெல்ப் பண்ணலாம். Here is the spiritual quotient. When you start working for others, or this automatically will give you a kind of meaningful in life, kind of satisfaction. சாட்டிஸ்பாக்சன்னா இதுக்கு வந்து உங்களுக்கு மணி வேணும், இல்ல உங்களுக்கு ஏதாவது யாராவது கோல்டு போடணும், இல்ல கைண்ட் ஆஃப் சாட்டிஸ்பாக்சன் when you help others, when you bring smile on other people's faces, it automatically gives you a kind of satisfaction in your life. So these are the 4 dimensions of life which I want to tell you all. So this is something proven. It is not said by Alima Zahra or any other person. This is a study. What is that? It's a proven study. When you start working on this, then definitely you will see a lot of changes. The next one is Here I have taken a few, the following are some of the top and practical uses for psychology in everyday life. Getting more into the topic, the first one I said, there also I mentioned about the motivation, that this comes under the third component of emotional intelligence given by Daniel Goleman. Here, get motivated is whether your goal is quit smoking, lose weight, or learn a new language. And a lot of people now are learning new languages. They are learning Chinese, Japanese, Persian language, then French language. I mean, like institutes வந்து ஃப்ரீயா சொல்லி கொடுக்குறாங்க. So you can also learn a new, you can learn sign language. Who knows, பின்னாடி ஃபியூச்சர்ல வந்து நீங்க deaf and blind children கூட நீங்க work பண்ணலாம், because especially psychologists வந்து it's not only related to counseling or psychotherapy. No, you also you also work with, you also do counseling for different sectors, not only for adolescents, not only for normal children. It is also for special kids. It is also for visually challenged. It is also for deaf and even deaf and blind children are included in this field, in this sector. So here you can also learn sign language. So whether your goal is to quit smoking, lose weight, or learn a new language, some lessons from psychology offer tips for getting motivated. To increase your motivational levels when approaching a task, utilize some of the following tips. The first one is introduce new or novel elements to keep your interest high. You can start writing. You can write novels, you can write books, you can write poetries, you can write journals, you can also publish it. Even publishing, நிறைய பேர் கேட்பாங்க எங்க பப்ளிஷ் பண்ணணும்ட்டு. ஜஸ்ட் கோ, எல்லாமே உங்களுக்கு ஒரு ஜஸ்ட் ஒரு டேப், ஒரு பட்டன்ல இருக்கு. கூகுள்லயே போய் நீங்க சர்ச் பண்ணலாம். How to publish my journal, how to publish my paper, how to publish my journal in an established, in a very good newspaper. எல்லாமே, you just have to take time for that and you have to start searching. Learn new things that build on your existing knowledge. Set clear goals that are directly related to the task. When I mention clear goals, which means that you need to work on like short-term goals. You always need to plan for 3 days. Just don't plan for like 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. No, plan for the next 3 days. Next 3 days, what am I going to do? Okay, third day, ask this question to yourself. Was I able to complete at least one task? Was I able to complete at least one portion of my goal? If you're not able to, அங்கே நீங்க திங்க் பண்ணீங்க. இதெல்லாம் எப்போ வரும்னா, நான் பண்ணியே ஆகணும் லைஃப் லென்த் அந்த மாதிரி இருந்துச்சுன்னா கண்டிப்பா இதெல்லாம் உங்களால ஒர்க் பண்ண முடியும். நீங்க எதுவுமே இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் இல்லாம, ஒரு கிளியர் கோல் இல்லாம ஒர்க் பண்ணீங்கன்னா இட்ஸ் ஆஃப் நோ யூஸ். Then reward yourself for a job well done. Keep rewarding yourself. Don't expect anything from others. Don't expect from your parents. There are few parents who are really expressive. There are few parents who express பண்ண மாட்டாங்க, உள்ளே வைப்பாங்க. So நம்ம என்ன நினைப்போம், அம்மா எனக்கு அப்ரிஷியேட் பண்ணவே மாட்டாங்க, அப்பா எனக்கு அப்ரிஷியேட் பண்ணவே மாட்டாங்க. No, you appreciate yourself. Yes, I did a good job. Just pat on yourself and say, நான் நெக்ஸ்ட் லெவல் நல்லா பண்ணணும். எக்ஸ்பெக்டேஷனே இல்லாம இருந்தீங்கன்னா கண்டிப்பா நீங்க ஹர்ட் ஆகாம நெக்ஸ்ட் லெவல்ல நீங்க கண்டிப்பா நீங்க போவீங்க. Then improve your leadership skill. This is very, very important. கண்டிப்பா எல்லார்கிட்டயும் ஒரு குவாலிட்டி இருக்கும். கொஞ்சம் பேர் கேட்ட, நிறைய பேர் கிட்ட பாத்தீங்கன்னா நிறைய டீனேஜர்ஸ் வந்து they are really good in talking, நிறைய பேர். But one thing is they lack, some teenagers, some students, they lack communication skills. But when you ask them to talk in Tamil or talk in their own mother tongue, they are really good in that. கண்டிப்பா அந்த leadership qualities can be developed. It doesn't matter if you're an office manager or a volunteer at a local youth group. Having good leadership skills will probably be essential at some point in your life. How to develop your leadership skills? There are some 10 important ways to develop your leadership skills. The first one is start by understanding your leadership style. You need to know what type of leadership style am I using. Am I using democratic leadership style? Am I having autocratic leadership style? நான் ரொம்ப டாமினேட்டா பண்றேனா, இல்ல நான் எல்லார்கிட்டயும் நல்ல ஒரு இம்ப்ரூவ்மெண்ட் நான் பாக்குறேனா, எல்லாரும் எடுத்து நான் ஒரே எல்லாருக்கும் நான் ஈக்குவல் இம்பார்ட்டன்ஸ் கொடுக்குறேனா? You need to work on your leadership style, number one. Number two is encourage creativity in yourself as well as in others. Okay, கண்டிப்பா எல்லார்கிட்டயும் ஒரு காமன், ஒரு யூனிக் ஐடியாஸ் இருக்கும். You need to bring that unique ideas from your followers, from your teammates. Third one is you serve as a role model. So first வந்து மத்தவங்களுக்கு சொல்றதுக்கு முன்னாடி, first you be a role model, you be a transformational leader, you be an inspiration for others. Transformational leader is at least when you bring some change in people, at least when you see some ஒரு person சிரிக்கவே மாட்டாங்க, அந்த person கிட்ட எடுத்துட்டு வந்திருக்காங்களா, ஒரு person வந்து பேசவே மாட்டாங்க, அந்த person கிட்ட நீங்க சேஞ்ச் எடுத்துட்டு வந்திருக்கீங்களா? If you're able to do this, then you are a transformational leader. So you should serve as a role model. Fourth one is be passionate on what you do. It can be your creativity, it can be drawing or embroidery. உங்களோட ப்ரொஃபஷனே பார்த்தீங்கன்னா பேஷன், பி பேஷனேட் டுவர்ட்ஸ் யுவர் ப்ரொஃபஷன். ஃபிஃப்த் ஒன், listen and communicate effectively. You need to express sincere care and concern to your teammates in the group, both verbally as well as non-verbally. Non-verbal messages plays a very important role. Okay, your body language, your gestures, the way you communicate, everything matters. You even giving like message, okay, I understand, okay, we will do it, let's do it. So these type of verbal messages brings a lot of positivity in the group. Sixth one, have a positive attitude. Seventh one, encourage people to make contributions. Eighth one, motivate your followers. Ninth one, offer rewards and recognitions. 10th one is keep trying new things. Motivate your leaders, motivate your teammates to work on new things. ஒரே விஷயத்த இல்ல, different things, different angles, different perspectiveல நம்ம அவங்கள motivate பண்ண வைக்கணும். So these are the different ways. This is the improve your leadership skills. Then learn to better understand others. Emotional intelligence, EQ, emotional quotient. Emotional intelligence is nothing but understanding your emotions and understanding others' emotion. Basically it's developing interpersonal intelligence. Improve your memory. Here, improve your memory. Here, I have a question here. Have you ever wondered why you can remember the exact details of childhood events or any event, your 10th farewell or your 12th farewell? If I ask this question to a person, what did you wear on your farewell? Sari and the color, perfectly she will be able to remember. She will be able to say, another friend red color put in the yellow color put in the, I wore this earring, I used these bangles, shopping corner, or clear picture. Like how you ask your grandparents, they will able to recall from their autobiographical memory. In the same way, teenagers எல்லாம் அவ்வளவு பெர்ஃபெக்ட்டா சொல்லுவாங்க farewell பத்தி, இல்ல அவங்களோட childhood friends பத்தி. Then if you're able to say these things yet forget the name of the new client you met yesterday, நேத்து என்ன சாப்பிட்டீங்க மறந்துட்டோம், நேத்து யார்கிட்ட நீங்க பேச சம்டைம்ஸ் மறந்துட்டோம், நேத்து எந்த ஒர்க் ஜாப் பண்ணீங்க மறந்துட்டோம், நேத்து எந்த கிளாஸ் அட்டெண்ட் பண்ணீங்க மறந்துட்டோம். Why? Because we don't give more importance. If you give priority to your work, automatically it saves in your long term memory. உங்களுக்கு இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் கீனா நீங்க ஒர்க் பண்ணலன்னா just for the sake of doing, a lot of people work. If you're working on, if your working pattern is like this, then definitely you won't be able to remember things. Research on how we form new memories, as well as how and why we forget. There are the different causes of forgetting. I mentioned there is something called motivated forgetting. I don't want to remember that incident. That incident really disturbs me a lot. A girl who has been abused by someone, or ரொம்ப ஏதாவது கஷ்டமான விஷயம் நம்ம பார்த்துட்டு போயில உங்களோட லாஸ் இந்த ஃபேமிலி, you tend to forget things. Automatically you உள்ளிருந்து வரும், you motivate yourself, நான் இது எப்படியா நான் ஞாபகமே வச்சுக்க கூடாது. This is called motivated forgetting. So automatically it get sometimes it gets erased from your memory, but நீங்க எப்பயாவது யோசிச்சீங்கன்னா automatically it will come back. Failure to store. There are few people who has problem in the short term memory. They have problem in the working memory, so that the information automatically long term memory ku vandu shift agadu. Retrieval failure, this is decaying. Sometimes what happens is ஒரு ரெண்டு இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் வந்து நம்ம யூஸ் பண்ணவே மாட்டோம் லைஃப்ல, ஸோ ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கா அது டீகே ஆயிடும், அது அப்படியே மறந்துடுவோம். அது கூட ஒரு காசா இருக்கலாம் உங்களோட forgettingல. This has led to a number of findings that can be applied directly in your daily life. So everywhere psychology is involved. The way you think, the way you talk, how you manage to talk to other people, like how you carry yourself, everywhere psychology, everywhere, because you're basically brain. So here these are the things that we come across in our everyday life. Here I want to talk more a little bit on attention span. If you see, a normal person's attention span is only 10 minutes maximum. If you see 5 to 10 minutes, okay, if the topic is really good, so maybe your attention span might increase. How to develop how to increase your attention span? There is a lot of exercises which you can google it, and there are few exercises that is automatically it is available on YouTube. You can go and have a look on that. Brain gym. So this basically brain gym exercises are exercises. Even attention span exercises or brain gym exercises, it actually triggers your corpus callosum. So this corpus callosum, it's one part. It's like a bundle of wires. So it basically connects your right as well as your left hemisphere. Only if your corpus callosum is active, you will be able to like listen to a class, or only then you will be able to attend a class or concentrate, or you can become more focused in the class. If your corpus callosum is active, then automatically you are very active in the class. This basically in the corpus callosum நீங்க activate பண்ணனா you need to do a lot of brain gym exercises. வீட்ல கூட நீங்க உட்கார்ந்து brain gym exercises பண்ணலாம். So few exercises, there are hundreds of exercises available on internet. You can go and have a look. Third is self affirmation. This is to boost your your confidence level, to improve your assertiveness level. What you have to do is just go stand in front of the mirror and keep repeating few sentences. I love myself, I respect myself, I accept myself, I love my parents, I want to become a doctor, or I want to become a psychologist, I want to become a clinical psychologist, I need to work more on my task, I need to work on my goals, I need to do a lot of training programs, I need to complete at least one paper, I need to publish at least one paper. If you keep repeating such sentences, automatically உங்களோட subconscious mind இந்த மாதிரி things எடுத்துக்கும். So automatically நீங்க யோசிக்கலனா கூட உங்களோட brain உங்களுக்கு மெசேஜ் கொடுத்துட்டே இருக்கும், you have not done this work. So you need to work on self affirmation techniques. The fourth one is study skill techniques, because this study skills comes under, because the subtopic is get better grades. Study skill techniques is many people fail in examination. Many people, a lot of students, they commit suicide. Why? Because some students, they lack study skill technique. They don't know how to study. இப்போ வரைக்கும் நம்ம லைஃப்ல வந்து எல்லாருமே வந்து படின்னு சொல்லியிருக்காங்க, பட் ஹவு டு ஸ்டடி இது வந்து யாருமே நமக்கு சொல்லி கொடுத்ததே இல்லை. ஸோ அலாட் ஆஃப் ஸ்டடி ஸ்கில் டெக்னிக்ஸ் ஆர் அவைலபிள். யூ கேன், வை ஐம் டெலிங் யூ திஸ் இஸ், நிறைய இப்போ யூஜி ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கீங்க என்னோட ப்ரோக்ராம், இல்லை கவுன்சிலர்ஸ் நிறைய பேர் பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கீங்க. இஃப் யூ ஒர்க்கிங் இன் ஸ்கூல் ஆர் இஃப் யூ ஒர்க்கிங் இன் காலேஜஸ், as a student counselor, as a school counselor, you need to work with the students. You need to give them a lot of training on personality enrichment. You need to do a lot of training to build their study skills. A few techniques I want to mention here. There is something called association technique. You need to associate things and learn. You can use memory skills. Mnemonics are there. You can use color psychology. You can use learning styles, different learning styles, depending, ஒரு person வந்து auditory learner இருப்பாங்க, ஒரு person வந்து visual learners இருப்பாங்க, ஒரு person வந்து kinesthetic learners இருப்பாங்க. You need to identify the learning styles. So இந்த மாதிரி topics நீங்க work பண்ணீங்கன்னா definitely you can get better grades. So these are the study skill techniques. So be healthier. So healthier, if you see, even health psychology is one subject which you study in UG. It is also there is also health psychology in MSc. MSc health psychology is also there. If you want, if you can take it up. Be healthier. Psychology can also be a useful tool for improving your overall health, from ways to encourage exercise and better nutrition to new treatments for depression. The field of health psychology offers a wealth of beneficial strategies that can help you to be healthier and happier. Some examples that you can apply directly to your own life. Studies have shown that both sunlight and artificial light can reduce the symptoms of seasonal affective disorder. This is something that everybody needs to know. See, there is something called seasonal affective disorder. So some of the symptoms of seasonal affective disorders I have put up here in the slide, like feeling depressed most of the day or nearly every day. கொஞ்சம் பேர் என்ன நினைப்பாங்க, sometimes summer timeல we come across the seasonal affective, we undergo seasonal affective disorder, SAD. சம்டைம்ஸ் வின்டர் சீசன்ல கொஞ்ச நாள் இருக்கலாம். கொஞ்சம் பேர் வந்து ஒரு 1 week or 2 weeks இருந்துச்சுன்னா உங்களுக்கு ஓகே. இஃப் யூ ஹேவ் மோர் தென் லைக் இட் கோஸ் ஃபார் லைக் 20 days or 30 days, உங்களோட சிம்டம்ஸ் ரொம்ப அதிகமாச்சுன்னா then you need to consult a doctor. Some symptoms I have mentioned here: feeling depressed most of the day, almost every day, losing interest in activities you once enjoyed, having low energy, having problems with sleeping, experiencing changes in your appetite or weight, feeling sluggish or agitated, having difficulty concentrating, feeling hopeless, worthless, or guilty, having frequent thoughts of death or suicide. So here, when to see a doctor? When you have such symptoms, when to see a doctor? It is here I mentioned here. It's normal to have some days when you feel down, but if you feel down for days at a time and you can't get motivated to do activities you normally enjoy, you need to see a doctor. This is especially important if your sleep patterns and appetite have changed. You turn to alcohol for comfort or relaxation, or some people start drinking, some people start taking drugs. Start taking drugs. If low extreme position, then definitely in the initial stage itself, you need to consult a doctor, you need to consult a psychologist or a psychiatrist. Or you feel hopeless or think about suicide. Research has demonstrated that exercise can contribute to greater psychological well-being. Studies have found that helping people understand, you need to, as an educationist, as a student, you need to spread an awareness in the community. Not necessarily நீங்க வெளிய போயிட்டு பெரிய hospitals. Yes, if you are getting a chance, if you're getting an opportunity to work in hospitals or do programs in hospitals, well and good. Or else you can start உங்க வீட்டு பக்கத்துலயே neighboring placeல வந்து எங்கேயாவது உங்களுக்கு ஹாஸ்பிட்டல்ஸ் இருக்கான்னு பாருங்க. அங்க போயிட்டு as a psychologist, as a student, you can increase awareness, you can spread awareness. Helping people understand the risk of unhealthy behavior. Unhealthy behavior can be on alcohol, it can be on drugs, or it can be on eating a lot of junk food, or it can be on even cell phone patti kuda neenga pesala. Something you can spread awareness in the public, in your neighboring place, can lead to healthier choices. This is one part of my session. The next part, I'm going to move on UG and PG psychology colleges in Chennai. After seeing my post, a lot of students, 12th standard and 12th standard students who have just completed, they are yet to complete their examination, who are going to apply for colleges. Psychology especially, they were asking me, ma'am, which are the colleges that I need to apply? And before I say about UG and PG colleges, I want to tell you all that admissions have started. Online applications have started in all the colleges. And there is a rule, there is what is that news, the updated news from the University of Madras. They say that they are not going to wait for your 6th semester exams, they are not going to wait for your 6th semester results. No, you will be provisionally selected based on your 5 semesters marks. So University of Madras has started they have started application for UG as well as PG. UG, they have correspondence, not for UG, for PG they have started their application. Not only University of Madras, a lot of colleges, they have started their admission online. They have started their application forms are application forms you need to download, and you need to give all the information you need to develop. You need to upload you just have to post your 5 semester marks. Based on your merit and based on your marks, you will be selected, you will be admitted in colleges. I want to highlight few colleges here. For UG, starting from UG, University of Madras, they have UG psychology, that is on distance mode, correspondence. So Saturdays and Sundays you will have classes. So if you want to take a break, you can also don't leave your studies. If you want to work, if you're planning to work, you can also do your people who wants to get into PG அவங்களால பண்ண முடியல, financial problems இருக்கு, UG மட்டும் தான் நீங்க முடிச்சிருந்தீங்கன்னா, then நீங்க work பண்ணிட்டே நீங்க PG psychology நீங்க பண்ணலாம். University of Madras, they have distance, they have in correspondence. Through correspondence you can complete. So first one is JBS College for Women. You have Etharaj College for Women, Women's Christian College, Madras School of Social Work, Chevalier T. Thomas Elizabeth College for Women, Sri Kaniga Parameshwari College, DG Vaishnav College, Bhaktavachalam College for Women, DG Dr. MGR Janaki College for Women, Stella Maris College, Presidency College, Hindustan College of Arts and Science Kelambakam, Dr. Ambedkar Government Arts College, St. Thomas College of Arts and Science, Coimbatore, Sri Ramachandra Institute of Higher Education and Research, Porur, they have applied psychology, they have UG applied psychology. Chettinad Academy of Research and Education in Kelambakam, they have BSc in Counseling Psychology. Satyabama Institute of Science and Technology, JPR Nagar, they have UG Psychology. Dr. MGR Educational Research Institute, Madurai Vile, they have UG Psychology. Agarchand Manmul Jain College, Meenambakam, they have UG Psychology. Muhammad Sadak College of Arts and Science, Patrician College of Arts and Science, Sri Shashan Jain College, SNDB Jain College, Crompton, they have psychology, they started last year. MOP Vaishnav College, Hindustan Institute of Technology and Science, it's in OMR Padur, they have UG Psychology. Apollo Arts and Science College, Mahalakshmi Arts and Science College, it's in the college konjam village area la irukku. So it is in Parathupatti, they have UG Psychology. And coming to PG psychology courses, இப்போ நிறைய பேருக்கு வந்து ஒரு ப்ராப்ளம் இருக்கும், PG எந்த காலேஜ்ல பண்ணணும். All the colleges, most of it, அவங்க application start பண்ணிட்டாங்க for PG. If you're planning to work for a year, what you can do is you can go on a distance mode. University of Madras, you have you have applied psychology, you can do your course. You can PG course on Saturdays and Sundays. You will have classes all Saturdays and Sundays. Ilana, you can I have highlighted all the colleges, almost all the PG college psychology courses in Chennai. You have University of Madras. You have MSc in counseling psychology, MSc in HRD and psychology. See, in counseling psychology, if you want to work in a school as a school counselor, or in a college as a student counselor, then you can very well take up counseling psychology. Ungal counseling nari passion irukana, take counseling psychology. Or if you want to work in an IT company as an organizational psychologist, or as a Angavandhaniga psychologist, work or IT companies, or in any HR company, then you can very well take up a HRD and psychology. It is available in University of Madras. Definitely all the colleges, they will take you on merit love. Those who are getting good mark, those who have got high percentage, there are high chances for you to get in. University of Madras has MSc in criminology and criminal justice science, MSc in applied psychology and sports psychology. JBS College for Women has a MSc in Counseling and Guidance, Advanced Organizational Behavior. In JBS College, you have both the papers, counseling paper as well as the organizational behavior paper will be there. MSSW has a MSc in Counseling Psychology. They also have MA in HRM. If you want to completely get into HRM, then you can go for this HRM and or University of Madras HRD and Psychology. Then Sri Ramachandra Institute of Higher Education and Research, Porur, they have MSc in Clinical Psychology. This is for 2 years. WCC College, almost all clinical psychology courses are for 2 years, but only in one college, that is in Savita Medical College, they have clinical psychology for 3 years. Here, WCC College, they have MSc in Applied Psychology. Chettinad Academy of Research and Education, they have MSc in Counseling Psychology. Bhaktavachalam College, they have started MSc in Applied Science. There are 3 colleges this year who is going to start MSc in Applied Psychology, specialization in counseling. One is Bhaktavachalam College, one is Patrician College, and the third is Shashan Jain College. Patrician College, MSc in Applied Psychology with counseling specialization. Residency College has Applied Psychology, MSc. TNOU has MSc in Applied Psychology. Rajiv Gandhi University has MSc Psychology. Savita Medical College has MSc in Clinical Psychology for 3 years. Tamil Nadu Physical Education and Sports University, they have MSc in Sports Psychology. They have MPhil in Sports Psychology. I also want to include MPhil colleges like JBS College has MPhil Psychology. WCC has MPhil Psychology. Even Tamil Nadu Sports University has MPhil Psychology. Ethiraj College for Women, MSc in Applied Psychology with counseling specialization. Shashan Jain has started MSc in Applied Psychology. And there are a few girls who really want to do their psychology course in abroad. Right now I don't know the condition, because but you can very well start from the first year onwards, because you anyways you need to take up your TOEFL examination, and you need to gain good marks in your semester exams. You will be completely taken based on your merit. These are the top 10 colleges from abroad, degree in psychology from abroad, so you can also try out in these colleges. And one thing I want to tell you all, apart from your BSc or MSc, there are a few diploma courses, or there are a few certificate courses offered by these colleges, abroad colleges, from different countries. So you can very well, you can go check their website. You can search for some certificate courses on psychotherapy, certificate courses on counseling, certificate course on counseling skills, on special education are available. Sometimes they open, and you need to, regularly you need to check their websites. So top one, this was taken in 2015. This ranking was done in 2015. Harvard University, University of Cambridge, Stanford University, University of Oxford, University of California, Los Angeles, Yale University, University of California, Berkeley, University of Michigan, University College London, Princeton University. These are the top 10 university from abroad. And also, along with your UG degree or along with your PG degree, PG psychology, I suggest all of you to gain, to gain weightage in your profile, to get good knowledge about psychology, because wherever you go, now இப்போ பாத்தீங்கன்னா நிறைய பேருக்கு வந்து சைக்காலஜியோட ஃபீல்ட் வந்து ரொம்ப எல்லா இடத்துலயும் வந்து everywhere, because now if you see there is a government, it's not now, this has been 2 years, there is a government rule that all all the colleges, it can be engineering college or arts and science college, all schools, government schools, corporation schools, all private schools must have a psychologist, either a clinical psychologist or an educational psychologist. Mandatory ஆக்கிட்டாங்க. So psychology ல வந்து career இல்லைன்னு சொல்லவே முடியாது. Everybody will be placed somewhere, but you need to update your profile, you need to update your skills, you need to do a lot of training programs, you need to be a part of, you need to take a mini internship programs, like 3 months of internship, 4 months of internship. Some diploma courses I have mentioned, I have highlighted here. PG diploma in learning disability, Vidyasagar in Tenampet, they have PG diploma. If you're taking a break after a UG, you can go do your diploma, that is for 1.5 years. In Vidyasagar, that Vidyasagar school is exclusively for learning disability. So you can do your PG diploma there. Diploma in special education, Vidyasagar, Tenampet, diploma, PG diploma in criminal law, criminology and forensic science, Dr. Ambedkar College provides this course. PG diploma in counseling psychology, TNOU. Then these are and the next slide is on the courses offered by NIPMED. NIPMED, NIPMED is one of the established colleges in Chennai, established institute in Chennai. Arts, and they also have all RCA recognized certified courses. They have diploma in special education, cerebral palsy, diploma in special education, deafblind. It's all RCA recognized. Diploma in special education, autism spectrum disorder, diploma in special education, multiple disabilities, PG diploma in developmental therapy, multiple disabilities, both physical and neurological, PG diploma in early intervention, and MPhil in clinical psychology, that is RCA recognized. Then that same NIPMED, they have B.Ed in special education, multiple disabilities. They have B.Ed in special education and autism spectrum disorders. They have a B.Ed in special education, M.Ed in special education, M.Ed in special education, autism spectrum disorders. So these are the courses offered by NIPMED. I will also share the slide to you all, so no need to worry. So I will share the slide with Dr. Joseph Washington. I request Dr. Joseph to post the slides, this PPT in all the groups. Whoever wants, you can take it up. And a few internship programs, UG, both UG. In our college, what we do is we have made mandatory to all first, second, and third year students to take up internship programs. So you can do your internship programs. You need to take a letter from your HOD with her seal. You have to go there and take permission from different special education centers. It's not only special education centers. You can also do your internship in counseling centers in different hospitals. Some hospitals are paid, and some education centers, special education centers, do it for free. You have Wisdom School, Bala Vihar Special School, BXL Educational Trust, Deepam School for Special Children, Spastic Society of Tamil Nadu Center for Special Education, it is in Taramani, Alpha to Omega Learning Center, MDA Madras Dyslexia Association. They conduct a lot of training programs in learning disability exclusively. KRM School for Special Children, Anugraha, Raju Hospital, Sri Ramachandra Medical Center, Hope Public Charitable Trust. No, it's in Anna Nagar, Mind Zone, Chennai Counseling Services, Element H, Mitra Foundation, CSI Pudir School, Samarpana for Mentally Challenged, Anugraha Institute for Mentally Challenged. Only few institutes I've highlighted, but there are many in your area itself. You have to Google search, take permission, and you can very well take it up. And I want to end my session with a quote. And during this lockdown, I started writing quotes. I'm also writing a book on adolescent issues, common problems in adolescence. So today is my 75. I'm very happy to share with you all that today is my 75th quote. It got released. I want to highlight this. You can't reach the destination if you keep staring at the hurdles. You need to strive until you progress. Okay. இதனோட கோல் இதை நான் பண்ணணும்னு சொல்லிட்டே இருந்தோம்னா எதுவுமே ஒர்க் ஆக முடியாது. You need to work on your goal. அந்த கண்டிப்பா உங்களோட லைஃப்ல ஹர்டல்ஸ் கண்டிப்பா வரும். Many people will put you down. Many people will discourage you. People will demotivate you. ஒரு 10 பேர்ல I always give this example to my students. ஒரு 10 பேர் இருக்காங்க in a group of people. அந்த 10 people வந்து there will be 8 people who will degrade you, will demotivate you. But ஒரு 2 பேர் வந்து உங்களை வந்து மோட்டிவேட் பண்ணுவாங்க. ஒரு 2 பேர் வந்து உங்களுக்கு மனசார உங்களுக்கு வந்து அப்ரிஷியேட் பண்ணுவாங்க. Just be with them. Keep அவங்களோட வேர்ட்ஸ் வந்து ஒரு மோட்டிவேஷனா நீங்க எடுத்துக்கலாம். இந்த மாதிரி நீங்க பண்ணீங்கன்னா கண்டிப்பா உங்களோட லைஃப்ல வந்து நல்லா முன்னேறலாம் நீங்க. And thank you so much for your patience listening. I welcome all the questions. You can leave the questions in the comment box. I will try to answer all the questions. You can also contact me I have given my phone number, my email ID, my Instagram page. I'm there on Facebook. I'm very active on social media. You can also contact me. You can contact me through Counseling Chennai. I'm also a member of Counseling Chennai. I'm there in the advisory committee, and you can follow my Instagram page. Every day I release my quotes there. You can find all the information on Insta as well as on Facebook page. Thank you so much for your patience listening. Vanakkam. Thank you.